Good morning, everyone, or afternoon, depending upon where you're at. This is CJ, and I'm going to go ahead and show you another little video in regard to stick pins. I had someone, actually a couple of people, request that I talk a little bit more about the stick pins I make, so here's some more information. Stick pins are a lot of fun to make, and what I do personally is try to watch for any kind of sales that come up on the beads. I know both Hobby Lobby and Michaels, and I believe Joann's also run the half price or 40% off on their beads about once a month. So that's when I really watch to see what kind of beads I can stock up, especially for upcoming holidays. Then I take and store my beads in the containers like this. Okay. And then I also get a lot of beads from jewelry that people give me, and watch for sales. Like at Christmas time, this was a little bracelet that was half off, and I believe I only paid like $1.50 for it, but all of these are glass beads with little spacers, and you just can't really beat that. Okay, now when I begin my stick pins, I'll start off by putting them down onto either a napkin or a paper towel, and try to arrange them in a way that I feel like they go together, kind of audition them for the upcoming stick pin. The different pins I use, I like to use the longer ones. In fact, this is like a 3-inch, because you can always cut those down, or you can buy the smaller one that's a 2-inch like this, and they may be called corsage pins. Like at I believe it was Hobby Lobby, I got this size, and it was half price, so I only paid, I believe it was $1 for, oh gosh, must have been 50 or 60 of them. Then what I'll do is take the stick pin and start sliding on my different pieces. Let's see, for example, let's try this one with the flat end. I'll go ahead and slide on a couple of beads like this, and just kind of put it together and see how it feels. Okay, not too bad. And I'll set it aside. And I'll go ahead and do up a lot of different types like that. Like here's one. And I use the flat-ended bead for beads like this one, in which the top of it goes down inside the bead a little bit. When I make my stick pins, I generally do, oh goodness, 40, 50, 60 at a time, because I'm in a lot of different swaps, and I like to be prepared. When I started making my Valentine pins, at one time I think I had probably 70, and I've already gotten 30 ready to mail out for some swaps. Okay, then once I feel like I'm ready and I'm happy with the order of the pins, and there's really no rhyme or reason to the order. I like to kind of start with something small on top, get a little fatter, and get smaller and smaller, like on this one. And I generally have at least 3, sometimes 4 or 5 beads on there, depending upon the length of the pin. Then I'll take my glossy accents, and I'll just put a stream of glue on there, just kind of all across there like that, and then slowly slide them down. And to me, the very last bead that you put on there, that's when you really need to glue the best. I kind of try to make sure it goes down inside there. As far as the size of the pins, okay, this one, this these pins right here are 3-inch. This was a 3-inch pin also, and I just cut off the edge, so you can kind of adjust those any size that you want to. I've had some people ask me, well, what on earth do you do with these stick pins? They are wonderful to decorate packages with, or just add a little something extra to your swap. This is an example of some stick pins that I'm in the swap with, in which I've created a little sleeve. Here's the belly band, okay? The stick pins are actually in there like this. And then the belly band, as you can see, just slides on there. And I've added a little charm to it. And then we end up with a piece that looks like this. Now you can get as elaborate or as simple as you want when it comes to making your stick pins and how you present them. But I honestly feel like when you make a stick pin to send it to someone, it should be in something, basically to protect that tip end. It can be a simple little piece like this, and just put it in there. It can be paper flowers that you've made, like this. And again, you can just put it in there. You can take felt and layer your felt together. You can add lace or strands of beads, or just glue on additional little pieces of items that could be charms or whatever you like on there. This is a heart in which I've added the lace, and basically this heart, all I did was cut out the 2 hearts the same size, and I took my glue gun and I just started gluing them together, and I added a little fiber fill to it. Very, very simple. On this one, it's a flower I made with lace around the edge, and again we just put the stick pin in there. This is a crocheted piece. These would look very nice on a package. Or you can take and have a little gift box like this. And one thing you can use is the double stick tape. Put a strand of it in there, and then the pin itself will stick in very, very nice. Now there's these little foam kits that you can get like this that I've used, in which you just take the different sizes and they have the peel off, and you put them together, and it makes very, very nice presentation. And you'll end up with a piece like this, like what's in these examples here. Okay, so here's my presentation on stick pins. I hope you have gotten some good information from this. They're very easy to make. They're inexpensive in the fact that watch your sales and just have a good time with it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.